all the porridge and broke the chair. The bears were kind bears. They told Goldilocks.
Hey guys, good afternoon. Everybody is done with their schoolwork. They're having quiet time. I actually have Autumn down for a nap as well, which is non-existent these days, I feel like. So I'm going to take the time to edit. Andres went to go run a few errands. We had a few things to return to Amazon, and where else did he go? Oh, to pick up some bell peppers for dinner tonight. We're having shrimp something or other that he found a recipe for, I don't know. So he went to go pick up a few things and then return stuff to Amazon, or to UPS, not to Amazon. Tuesdays are always a little bit hectic for us because Everly now has PT on Tuesdays instead of Mondays because I have clinicals on Mondays. So yeah, and then Tuesday's always a catch-up day because for distance learning, now that some of their classmates are in school, they're like a day behind. And so Tuesday of all days is usually a catch-up day, and they each have Zooms and all this stuff. So Tuesday is usually a pretty busy day for us. Usually it's just us like tag teaming one or the other. Today was no exception. So we finally got a little bit of a reprieve at lunchtime, and then Autumn had her last Zoom, and then they all went down. And it worked out perfectly because Everly went down at the same time. So Andres was like, I'm just gonna run real quick and return this stuff. And I was like, well, I'm gonna edit. But first I need to shoot some like B-roll footage, not that I'm all professional or anything, but of the few things that I got for try on, so I can show you guys how they fit, sizing and that kind of stuff. And then tonight I'm getting my Walmart grocery haul put up. So when you guys are watching this vlog, I will have just had a live sale because I plan on editing this vlog tomorrow as soon as I get home from work, or maybe even partially tonight and get it scheduled to go live. But I'm doing a Color Street live sale over on my hkitty1122 Facebook page. So if there's anything you're interested in, you can always message me on my Melissa's Manicure Facebook page, or send me a DM on Instagram or whatever if you're interested in anything. Like I've said before, I leave a link down below. So if you missed the live sale, you're interested in Color Street, you can always order from the link. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So by the time you guys are watching this, I will either be finishing up the live sale or finished and like sending out invoices and stuff. And then Thursday is Maddie's birthday, so we will do our normal routine, and then we're doing her special day on Sunday, I believe. Saturday or Sunday. I think my mom initially said she could watch the girls Sunday, but then she said maybe Saturday, so we're gonna do it one of those days. And I honestly don't even know what we're doing yet because Maddie has no ideas. It was easy to kind of pick something that Everly would like. We were thinking about maybe doing like a painting or a board and brush type class. I think that's something she would really enjoy, but I haven't looked and I haven't actually saw what the guidelines for COVID and stuff are, so we haven't made a decision yet. But we're doing her special day this weekend, and then we'll have 2 down, 2 to go. So this weekend will be the end of Maddie's celebrations. And like for her actual birthday, if she were in school, we would have lunch, take cupcakes or donuts to school, and then she would get to pick, well, this year this is what we decided, she would get to pick whatever she wanted for dinner without like necessarily eating out, like eating here at home. So since she's not at school, we'll get up and sing to her and do all that good stuff, and then we'll do school like we normally do, and she'll get to pick dinner, and then her special day will be this weekend. So yes, let me go ahead and film this B-roll so I can get down and finish editing, or at least get the majority of it edited while everyone's napping. I don't know if you guys enjoy seeing dinner or anything like that, but I'm going to share with you what we're having. So I'm having 2 Carb Sense tortillas, and it's a Creole seasoning, right? We actually filmed a tutorial for this. It has shrimp and sausage and some veggies, and I just put on some honey barbecue ranch because I like dressing. And then on the Carb Sense tortillas. Was it good, Everly? She only had zucchini and squash, but as you can see, she ate all of it. Was it so good?
She ate the rest of it.
It's right here. Mommy didn't take it. You can have it. You want my watch? No, ma'am.
No, it's for Mommy.
Vision of America for the next 4 years. You agree with more.
You see her?
Some of these gotta play offense.
You see her? She's trying to play with the camera.
He plays offense on the issues that are very important in the American
Let me rub that
Nina. Say baby kitty.
You're in the mood today, huh?
One of the things that the president's tried to do for the last several weeks is paint Joe Biden as a socialist, kind of a Trojan horse for socialism. But we
Is he making you happy?
voting all of that for several weeks.
Pet her.
Yeah, and I think that's the greatest benefit to the Democratic Party, because a lot more Democratic voters are taking those early ballots. But there's also a lot of confusion. We've been talking to voters in battleground states for the last couple of weeks, and people are afraid to put their ballots in the mail. They're afraid of the rules that keep changing. In my own state of Ohio, they still
But like this, like this.
So
Like you're here.
keep the momentum,
Hi.
keep getting out there, keep going. And so, as Nate said, the one X factor in this election is
Mommy has slobber all over your face. I'm already upstairs. I'm very proud of myself. It is 10:04 p.m. This hardly ever happens. I have clinic tomorrow, and I actually am going to try and do clinic on Friday. We still haven't got a confirmation for Andres' surgery, but it's either going to be in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. They gave us 2 different dates, so I'm trying to find out for sure what days it's going to be. And one of the days lands on one of my clinical days, and so I'm trying to get in as many days as I can without overwhelming him before he has surgery, because I want to take off a little bit of time, not super long, but like I want to try and do 2 days before his surgery and then take a week off to make sure that he's good. My mom actually is going to help us because she has time. Must be nice to have a job where you have to take time because you're headed towards the end of the year. And she's been at her job for so many years. Literally by the time she retires, she will have been there 40 years. So she has time she has to take, not even just like she has sick days, personal days, vacation days, all of it, that she has to kind of rotate with the people in her office so that they all can get it taken, because you don't roll it over. Not that y'all really cared about that, but still, she has days, and so she takes off. This happens every single year because she's been there so long. She has so much vacation, and especially on a year like this year, nobody went on vacation. We didn't do anything. Nobody went anywhere. And so she didn't take anything because pretty much she worked from home for like the first 3 months of COVID, and now she's just been working, and they've been taking days off here and there, you know. So anyway, she just has a lot of time. So she said she was willing to take off a few days so that she could help Andres with distance learning and stuff like that, or just so she could take the girls. Like, they have a fall break in October, so just so if I do have to go to clinic, she could completely take the girls over to her house and give him some time to rest and stuff like that, and just to help. But my preceptor's super cool, and she was like, yeah, take whatever time you need. But the bottom line is that I still have to get my hours within that 11-week period, and it's gonna go by fast. I mean, you know it. This time of year, I feel like this year has actually gone by really fast anyway, even though it feels like the longest quarantine of life. You know, I know we're not like quarantine, but you know what I'm saying. There's just still very limited things that we can do, and we're in a very like open state. Texas is open and there's still very limited things that I'm willing at least to do. So anyway, my whole point in that was I came upstairs to try and like wind down, rest and relax. Last night we went to bed late. I was up early this morning, and I wanted to go for a walk today. It was pretty outside, but we just had too much going on. It just was too much. I ended up getting my Walmart haul uploaded for you guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that. It's a video right before this one. And then I had to finish my patient assignments from yesterday, so I pretty much was on the computer. If I wasn't on the computer during the day with the girls distance learning, I had Everly's appointment, and then we had dinner, which I showed you guys was really good. Andres filmed it for me. He's so sweet, because the last time he had made that, I was like, this would be a good one to film. It's like nice and well-rounded meal, very healthy, totally up Weight Watchers alley, or just like regular. You don't even have to be doing Weight Watchers to appreciate it. So when he started cooking today, he was like, oh, he had the GoPro out. He's like, oh, I'm filming it for you. I was like, that's so sweet. So I have that recipe. It's going to be a voiced over recipe. I don't know when I'll get it up, but I'll have that up for you guys at some point. And then after dinner, the girls just kind of hung out. We did a few dance videos and stuff. And then they came upstairs and they've been playing with those Barbies that Maddie got for her birthday for days. Days and days and days. Maddie's been pulling the little carry case that somebody got her, and it has all the Barbies and stuff in it, and they've been so excited. So they were up here playing Barbies. Everly went down fairly early, so I fed her, put her down, and then I was pretty much at the computer. I was kind of listening to the presidential debate. Right before it started, I was like just talking with my Henny Bunny, sitting there with Everly, petting the cats, you know, and Bella and stuff. And then after Everly went to bed, I was like, okay, I have to stay focused because I knew I had a few things that I had to do. I had to finish up the Walmart haul, like the links and stuff, and the presidential debate was on in the background. And honestly, I was listening to most of it. I watched the first like maybe 10 minutes of it, but I never get political. I never like... I feel like you do whatever is best for you. There are very few things that I will talk about that I stand firm with, and political things just aren't one of them. If we're talking like moral dilemmas or anything like that, like I'm all for it. You guys know I believe in God, but I'm not one to push on anybody or anything like that. It's just not my style. That's not my style online. That's not my style in real life. I am in all aspects, you do you and I'll do me type of thing. I feel like even if we had a difference in beliefs in any aspect of life, we could still be friends. Like, I am not one of those people that's like, you're on the opposite side of me in XYZ, we can't be friends. No, I just feel like as long as whatever you're doing is not directly affecting me and my family, what I'm doing is not directly affecting you and your family, then we're good, you know? So I don't get political, but honestly, this debate was a complete, you know what, show. Like, if you watched it, I just don't even know. It was kind of hard to even listen to and focus because I felt so sorry for the guy, Chris, that was interviewing them, because nobody could get a word in edgewise on both sides. I know a debate is like that in a sense, but this was like over the top. It was so hard to watch, and I'm sure if you watched it, I'm sure you feel me. But so I didn't yeah, I just feel like go vote and vote for who you think is the best candidate. I don't think that was a great representation of our presidential candidates in general. I've never seen a debate. I mean, maybe like in my voting life, which, I mean, I've only voted, I think this is going to be my 4th time voting for a president. So, wait, did I? Let's see, hold on. Let me think. No, because in 2004, yeah, no, Obama was the first time that I was eligible to vote. I had to really think about that. I really had to think about like where I went to vote and stuff like that. Obama was that presidency, his first presidency was the first one that I got to vote in. The one before that, I literally turned 18 the month after, or like later in the month of, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I turned 18 the end of November. So I wasn't eligible to vote that year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it was. Anyway, so this is going to be my 4th time voting. So in the times that I've voted, I've seen, you know, some back and forth, but nothing like tonight. So if you watched it, I'm happy that you could sit through it because it was crazy. So anyway, like I said, I won't go any further in it than that. I'm not a political channel. I'm not picking sides. I'm not gonna go through that with anybody, because I just don't feel like my little measly vlog channel is the place for that kind of stuff. If you really want to watch somebody who is politically neutral, go watch Meet Kevin. I really enjoy his financial advice on different things, and he is so he's so politically neutral. It's insane. I've never seen a financial political channel that is so neutral. It's crazy. Hi, baby. What are you doing up here? Your sister's probably like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? She's getting so big, it's crazy. And you know what's so funny is she's loving. I mean, she is. Like, she'll come lay with me if she feels like it. But Lola, and if you go back and look at video that I have of Lola when she was a baby, she was on me all the time. And I don't know if it was because I was pregnant and she could feel, like, because she always wanted to lay on my belly. Always. And she just always has been a people cat. That's what we in the family call them. Like, Melissa and Chubby always say, like, one of their cats is a people cat. They really like being with people. And another cat is a total cat's cat. So Lola would be what I would consider a people cat. She likes to lay with me really specifically. She has been going to Andres lately, but she likes to be with one of the adults. She doesn't really care to be with the girls. I think probably because they like to pick her up and she doesn't really like that. But she'll lay directly on my chest, on my belly, on my side. I can put my face in her face and she'll lick my cheek or my forehead. She just is super, super loving. And it's not that Mila isn't. Like, I'm petting her right now. She will, like I said, jump. She loves to be pet. She purrs really loudly. She's just definitely a lot more independent of a cat. And she loves to be with Lola. I don't know if that comes with being a second cat, you know, like, she's not the big sister, she's the little sister, so she wants to be with her big sister. I really don't know. But whenever, like, you go to pick her up, she doesn't love to stay. See, the second she's done and doesn't get what she's, or is, like, done with whatever, no ma'am, no ma'am. Lola used to love being held like this and, like, she's pushing me. Hi. She's pushing my arm. She wants to go. So she'll lay with me if it's up to her. But if I want her to lay with me, if I'm like, come here, come here, come here, she won't. She doesn't stay. But she will chase down Lola. No matter where Lola is in the house, she will chase her down and go lay with her. And Lola hates it. Lola is warming up to her, I feel like. I mean, it's probably as warm as she's going to get. But Mila wants to play with her. Mila wants to lay with her. Mila wants to eat next to her and stuff. And Lola wants no part of it. Lola will hiss still at her. Not like she did in the beginning. But she'll let her sit there. And then when Lola's done, she lets her know. She will bat at her and hiss at her. And Mila will go. And that seems to be their relationship. Well, hi, baby. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe she'll grow up and be a little bit more like wanting to lay with me. But my whole idea of having another cat was so Lola could have somebody to play with and to lay with, and they could groom each other, and Lola could seriously care less. She gets jealous when Mila's with me and tries to come up and push her out of the way. And Mila Mila would be a cat that I would have. If I had just had her, I would have got her another cat because she really loves cats. She loves people, but not as much as Lola. Lola loves people. But she's gotten so big. I don't remember Lola getting this big this quick, but maybe it's just because time has gone. Hi, Mama. You gonna be sweet girl? You guys hear her purring? See, she's just trying to get away from me. You can lay and snuggle. What's so funny though too is she's not as rambunctious as Lola was. Lola, I don't think I ever got it on film, but Lola was the type of cat that now she wants to get up here. Come on. She was the type of cat that all of a sudden she would take a running leap from the couch and try and hang on the curtains. And all of a sudden you'd look over and she'd be like hanging by one paw like this, swaying in the curtains. Or she would run on the chairs and knock them over, or she would run on the back of the couch like super fast. I remember being so pregnant and so tired trying to take a nap on the couch, and Lola would dart across the couch and wake me up, and I'd get so mad. I'd be like, Lola, I was trying to take a nap. And she didn't care. She was running, didn't care, not a care in the world. And Mila is definitely a lot more chill. She just wants to be with Lola, and Lola doesn't want to be with her. Ooh, this is a good Lola. Mila. You're not Lola, you're Mila. It's like the girls. I get their names mixed up all the time. And for those of you that have one cat or one dog or one child and never get their name mixed up with anything, good for you. Try having 3 animals and 4 children. I'm constantly calling somebody something else, even the names that don't sound the same. Because Bella, Lola, and Mila all end in A, and I get their names all mixed up, and I don't call the kids, the girls, the animals' names, or the animals, the girls' names, so that's a good thing. But man, I'll be trying to call Autumn, and I'm like, Autumn, get over here. Or I'll be trying to call Maddie, and I'm like, Autumn, get over here. And she's like, who, me? And I'm like, I'm pointing to you, right? Like, I need you over here. It happens all the time. And if you have multiple children, I'm sure you feel my pain. So anyway, I'm gonna wash up my face, do my nighttime routine, and relax for the rest of the evening. My preceptor messaged me today because I left my stethoscope in the office, and because I was going to clean it before. I thought we had one more patient. I left it in the room. She has an MA, which is a medical assistant, and the MA cleans, or she had been cleaning all our stethoscopes and everything. She hands them back to us. It's honestly really hard for me to get out of the nurse role, and it's hard to explain because I feel like there's a saying like you can never take the nurse out of the nurse or something like that, but it's so true. Because when I was working at the hospital in labor and delivery, we didn't have a tech. We did all our own vitals, we did all our own peri-care, we did all our own catheter care, all of our own cleanup. We didn't have a housekeeper to come around and clean. If there was blood spilled, guess who was doing it? Me. If there's urine, there's fecal matter, if there was anything anywhere, I was the one cleaning it. I moved my patients by myself. I did their cleanup afterwards by myself. I transported my patients by myself. And if you work in a hospital setting, a lot of other floors have a tech or a PCA, whatever you call them. She's so cute. I'm surprised Lola's not up here. Usually when she hears her little bell, Lola comes running. But usually you have somebody to help do something. Either they take vitals, do glucose checks, you know, clean up a little bit, bring dinner trays, clean up dinner trays, little things that you don't even think about as being that big of a deal. But when you're doing everything by yourself, it can get very tedious and overwhelming. And it's hard for me to get out of that role. So I'm in here in the office, you know, trying to like clean up stuff. And the first couple times I cleaned my stethoscope after, because of course, like COVID measures, we're washing our hands, I feel like 10 times more than we normally would, and we're scrubbing things down a lot more. We're wearing gloves for things that you would normally go to the physician's office and they wouldn't wear gloves for, like listening to heart and lungs. When do you wear gloves to listen to somebody's heart and lungs? I never did. When I would listen to my patients in the hospital, I didn't. When do you go to your PCP and he puts on gloves to use his own stethoscope on your body? It just doesn't happen. Well, it's happening now because of COVID. Thanks a lot, COVID. And not only that, even to like do a thyroid check or palpate their abdomen to make sure they have no tenderness or whatever, everything is gloves, and we're changing our gloves multiple times. So I'm so used to like cleaning my own stethoscope after, most of the time it's after like listening to a brand new baby's heartbeat. Then I clean it because it actually has something on it, not just like skin cells. It's crazy. So anyway, I'm not used to having somebody like help assist in anything. I'm not used to having somebody come and say, hey, your patient is giving me a full history, and going in there and being like, they're ready for you, and then going in there and then having somebody else come in with me to assist me on a procedure like a pap smear or whatever. What? Like, that just doesn't happen. I never had that. So my preceptor kept telling me, Melissa, you have to get out of the nurse role. You have to. Like, you're a nurse, but you're a nurse practitioner now. You are there to provide care for your patient and not, you know, scrub the room afterwards. And I'm like, that's going to be a hard thing. For instance, I work in an OB-GYN's office, right? So they do NSTs, which is a non-stress test. If you've ever been pregnant, you may or may not have had one. It's where you go in and they listen, they connect you to the monitors, the TOCO, which does contractions, and the ultrasound, which listens for the baby's heartbeat. They're little blue monitors. You probably had strings tied around you, or like bands tied around you to hold them in place. You have to sit there for 20 minutes, and we're looking for certain reactions from the baby within that 20-minute frame. And if we see them, it is a positive non-stress test. So everything was passed and it's good. And I did those at the hospital all the time. I was connecting my patient all day, all night, you know, type of thing. So we had a patient that needed one this past week. No, last Wednesday, I think. I took her to the room and I proceeded to put the belts on her. And my preceptor pulled me away and she was like, I know this is what you're used to, and it's okay to help. If the MA's not here, it's okay to help, or if she's super busy, there's nothing wrong with that. She's like, but I made it a rule that's their job. I let them do their job. They let me do my job. She's like, they wouldn't come in and interfere with my job, so I don't interfere with theirs. And although that's a good point, that's gonna be really hard for me not to like just be like, oh, do you mind doing this? Like, that's just not my personality. It's not my personality to, I take that back, because I delegate within our family system all the time. But in my work, in my career, I don't delegate. I just do. You know, like, and I'm gonna have to delegate. I don't want to do that, but I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna have a choice, because no matter where I work, more than likely I'll probably have an MA that specifically works with me, for my patients, and I'm just gonna have to change up how I think about things. And it's crazy to think about that, and I don't even know how I got started on that. Oh, my stethoscope, because I left it. She was like, oh, you left your stethoscope here, because the last patient that I saw on Monday, I left my stethoscope in there to clean, thinking we had one more patient, and then left it there and forgot. And that oh my god, I can't even, freaking gonna be a nurse practitioner, can't even say stethoscope. That stethoscope is super expensive. And so my first thought when I got home, I was like, oh my gosh, I left my stethoscope there. She's like, don't worry girl, it's in the office, no big deal. I was like, okay. I was really worried about it because they're expensive. Anyway, I was rambling all that for my stethoscope. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. I would like to be able to wind down before clinic tomorrow and be able to come home and not feel exhausted like I did Monday. I felt exhausted. So we shall see. I know today was a long talking vlog, not a whole lot of action today. It honestly was just super hard for me to even stay focused on what I needed to do, because there was just a lot of behind the scenes clerical work. Also, I was on Amazon throughout the day finishing up our Halloween costumes. We are going to be Mario Kart for Halloween, the Halloween party, because we're still not sure how actual Halloween is going to work. I don't think I feel comfortable just for candy to take my kids trick-or-treating, because who wants to do that? The whole fun of that is to eat and stuff yourself full of candy on Halloween. I don't want to wait 2 or 3 days for COVID to wash off of it or spray everything with Lysol. It just doesn't make any sense. So we're doing that Halloween party the weekend before, and I wanted to make sure I had all my stuff. So I ordered the games that I was going to get, and I ordered my Halloween balloons for my balloon arch, and I ordered the rest of our costumes. So we're gonna be Mario. So I let them all pick what they wanted to be, and then I picked last. So I had 2 options. Andres wanted to be, he either wanted to be Luigi or Mario, but Maddie wanted to be Mario, and so he picked Luigi because Mario is shorter than Luigi. His costume's super cute and it fits him perfectly. Like, he looks like a larger Luigi. It's super cute. Maddie's I'm still waiting on. It should be here next week. Emmy picked Bowser, which I think is hilarious. Nobody wanted to be Princess Peach. I don't know why nobody wanted to be Princess Peach. I was trying to get one of them to do it and they didn't want to. So I ended up being Princess Peach. Emmy chose Bowser, which again, I think is funny. Totally suits her. She loves that kind of stuff. And Autumn picked Yoshi, which again, totally suits her personality. I thought for sure Maddie was going to pick Princess Peach because that's her personality, but she picked Mario. And then we're going to make Autumn a star. Isn't that so cute? I saw it on Pinterest, a star. So I ordered her stuff, and I ordered a plus size princess gown. It's not specifically Princess Peach. I ordered a plus size princess gown, and I ordered the Toad outfit, because originally I was like, well, maybe I'll be like Toadette or something like that, because I couldn't find a plus size Peach outfit. And then I just found on this random Halloween website a princess plus size dress that looks like the Peach outfit. So I'm gonna be Princess Peach. Whatever. I think it's gonna be super cute though. And Everly's gonna be our little baby star because, you know, Mario gets the star. I think it's really cute. So anyway, that's our Halloween idea for the year. If you have, what are y'all being for Halloween? I'm curious. Have your kiddos picked anything yet? What are you doing for Halloween? I feel like even in the neighborhood app, everyone keeps going back and forth. I'm curious what everyone's doing. If you're here this far, give me a thumbs up. Press that subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. I'm going to bed. I'll see you day after tomorrow.